Melash.
Hi Melash, nice to meet you. Annie mentioned that you're originally from Ethiopia, but you're living in Rome at the moment. We were sort of wondering, can you tell us a little bit about your life in Rome before the outbreak and where you lived and what your sort of daily life looked like?
As you said, I came from Ethiopia in 2016, and I was living for 2 years and 1 month in Switzerland. And then because of Dublin, I was in Italy for the first time here in Rome, Italy. And then I came back here, Italy in Rome. And for 6 months, something, I was living in one refugee center. And since May 10, 2019, I transferred to here, now where I'm living here. And for the past 1 year almost, I'm living here in Rome refugee center.
And you're studying, Melash, aren't you? Can you tell us a bit about your studies?
Absolutely. Since September 2, 2019, I started to study political science in John Cabot University. By the way, I'm a scholarship student. And for the past 9 months or 8 months, something, I have studied political science, and I'm so much happy. By the way, before I can here already, I graduated from law school in my country.
When we met in the past, you were telling me that in Ethiopia you came from a family living in a rural place, I think, in the countryside, and your brothers and sisters didn't have an education, but you did.
You are right, absolutely. I came from a farming society. I am the first man in my member family to get the learning opportunity because of my blindness. By the way, I'm so much happy for my blindness. It helps me to learn and to get good learning and living way of life. Since I became blind in my 5 years old, I able to be lucky to join the university, to school for the blind. That school was a special school for the blind, limited only for the blind students. And I entered to that school in my 8 years, and I have finished my high school. Then I entered to the university. When I mention myself, I'm lucky enough to learn because of my blindness. Since my sisters and brothers didn't get the learning opportunity, even though they are sighted, even though they are not a disabled one, they didn't get the learning opportunity. Fortunately, after I finished my school already, I tried to teach some of my member family because I tried to provide an assistance. As I told you, education is the only and the main means to solve economic, political, social problems. I believe in this way, by the way. So I did my best to teach my friends. And now actually my sister, she has finished from university in nursing because of my assistance, because of my help.
It sounds like you've built a really good life for yourself in Rome. And I guess what would be quite interesting for us to hear is how that life you had, before the virus, how has the virus sort of changed the way that you live your life at the moment?
Since March 9, 2020, already I didn't go out from my living center, from my refugee center, and even I'm attending my university education through internet. So as much as possible, I'm trying to keep myself by respecting social distancing.
You said in the center where you're living, there's a lot of people. Did you say about 500?
Yes, they said, they told me different number of population, 570, 540, 50. Actually, maybe every week, new individuals come, the previous one transferred to the other center. When new individuals come, new refugee people come, the previous will transfer to the other one, to the other center. So we do not know the exact number, but it is a big number of population.
And do you feel frightened? I mean, do you feel safe in the center, or do you?
No, I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe. Unfortunately, in March 12, one newcomer came to the center because of his blindness. I think they preferred to make him to live with me. And this man, health status didn't know because he is coming from outside. If he is corona positive or not, no one know it. But he came to my living room. They gave permission to live with me. Really, I disappointed because this man came without any investigation. Actually, there is lack of coordination, I think. When this kind of situation happened, if there was a reserved room for the newcomers, maybe it was okay. But when a new person comes without any investigation, without any health examination, this is the new person or the new refugee. They come and join with other people. In this way or in this situation, there is a probability faced for the virus, I think. So I didn't feel safe. Anyhow, no, I didn't have any cough or I didn't have any kind of symptoms of corona, so it is okay.
Melash, can I ask you, it seems like you're really observing the social distancing rules that you said to protect yourself and to protect everyone else. Is everybody in the center? Is everybody of the same mind? Or are there some people who are...
No, very problem for your surprise. Actually, as a center, the director and administration of the center, they close the door, but many people, maybe in a day, 10 or 15 or 20, maybe 30 people, illegally, they come out and they come in the fence of the center. Right. They tell me, my friends, they are looking at them. Really, I sad so much.
Do you know why they're going outside?
Really, it is a kind of negligence for me because they don't have any burning issue, because whatever we want, basic need is providing by the government through the center. So why they do, I do not know. For your surprise, 2 times, 3 times, informally, I give the information for the administration body, but they didn't care. They didn't do any prevention mechanism.
Did anybody, I mean, how did you have the information about the virus, the social distancing? Who told you what the danger was and how to behave?
Actually, for me, in every day, I'm accessing the news from the internet and...
But what about the others? Do you think that the others are informed about the risks and the, you know, the rules?
Yes, because the information is passing through every language. So they have the opportunity. No one who hasn't a mobile phone. So through their mobile phone, they're able to access the information actually. Plus here in the center, actually that is not so much organized. One day for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, they try to address the information through microphone. They were trying to aware.
Okay.
And another curiosity I have, another thing I was wondering is, what do you think, like in 1 month, in 2 months, when maybe you will be wishing to go to university again, how do you think it will be to, you know, walk with a white cane, keeping social distancing?
No problem. By the way, one of the difficult part for we blind people, especially when we go out to different parts of the cities, we need an assistance from the society, maybe to cross the light or to show me the machine of the ticket or any other kind of service. Anyhow, what I'm fearing, if I go out, the people would like to assist me, but I don't want to be a cause for their threat because it is the issue of health. For this reason, I try to limit in myself for 1 month. Anyhow, it is not the means. As you said, after a month, life is continue, and I should go to the university and another place. So I'm waiting the vaccination, maybe the appropriate solution for the coronavirus. Maybe the vaccination will come. That is my hope.
From what you say, I see, but I knew that already, but I see once again that it's not a problem for you to go around in Rome alone with your white cane,
Yes.
even if, you know, you have to find your way on your own from the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't have any mobility course, mobility orientation. So I was
Yeah.
wondering, how does it work? How did you learn? How do you think that Rome is accessible? I mean,
as you said, as I came here, no one who showed me, even from my house to the outside, maybe to go if I want from my house, no one who showed me where is the door, where is the toilet. Really, I started for that one. But since I became blind in my 5 years old already, for the past 32 years already, I mastered it. How do I manage life? And how do I get the ways? And how to understand the environment already. I'm not exaggerating. Already, I'm skillful for this way of life. So what I did in myself, slowly, from maybe for the first day, 100 meters, 50 meters, I learned in myself by going out from my house to the right, to the left, to the in front, and so on and so on. From day to day already, I expanded. How do I know the environment, the ways, the transportation system? In this way, really now I able to manage to move from my center to the whole part of the Rome, I think, because every day already I'm increasing the distance from 100 meters to 200 meters, from 200 meters, 300 meters. Then I started to get the bus stations, metro stations.
and Rome is not a very easy, a very easy city where to walk. It's quite famous in Italy because mobility is quite difficult. So
Actually, Rome, maybe for you it might be, but relatively from where I came, because in my country, just I was entering two different kind of tubes, and I was hitting different cars on the road because I was running very fast. I was I was entering two different tubes, and I was facing for risky life actually. But I was very young. I was in 17, 16, 18, 19 years old. For anything, I was very careless. And at that time, just I was thinking to win what I want, to be the winner, to be successful. So I didn't fear even at that risky area, because every road there is a kind of obstacles for the blind people, not only for the blind people, even for the sighted people. In my country, there is a great problem, but here in Rome is very special for me, and nothing which is obstacle for me.
Thank you, Melash. It was really interesting to hear from you.
Thank you very much, friends. I wish you all the best time to be successful in your mission and to have best time in life. Have a good time.